All right, it says we're live. I gotta do that because this is like my second time I've ever hosted a live stream. So
Oh, Helene, how's the computer going?
Okay, so first of all, I may have a few glitches because usually this time of night I have like Wi-Fi will kind of get sticky. So if I freeze, don't panic. I'll probably come back in a few seconds. I know, take photos of my face frozen.
So basically, everybody in the comments panic. Me and Autumn will just be laughing our butts off.
We're just like, we're good, guys. This is normal.
So also heads up, I have a whole new setup today. This is literally my mom's laptop because what happened is my laptop, the disk space is full. So I think it's just so old. It's like the laptop's like 5 years old. So I think it was just one of those things where it's just deciding not to work anymore. And so that's also the reason I couldn't post my YouTube videos last week because it wouldn't even let me upload it because it didn't have enough space to do that. So that was also why I was not able to join the live stream I was supposed to co-host with Autumn on Monday. I was so sad. Literally that day I was trying to log on and my laptop was like, oh, we can't do that. We are out of storage space. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? So anyway,
that's when you set up a camera and you beat the living daylights out of your computer. And then you plug it in and take it out and then plug it in again and then it'll work.
That's what the IT people say to do, and it works every time.
I know. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I was like, okay. So I am like doing the camera on my mom's laptop right now, and I am literally writing on my phone on Google Docs. And I am also going to be doing the timer on my phone. But the good thing is there's like a lot of options, so they're not like the scary timer sounds. So maybe this will be like nicer timer sounds.
Do you want help with like the timer and stuff? Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to volunteer my phone if you need a timer.
Yes. If you want, I mean, I don't think it'll be a problem. I'll just like unmute it and hold it up. But you guys are more than welcome to if you want. I'm totally good with that.
I love Alice's comment. She said, IT help with Autumn and Maddie.
Oh,
hold on. Sika!
Featuring Maddie's cat.
Yes. How can we not?
Yes.
Everybody shame this cat. He has been getting some things he's not supposed to.
Yes. How precious.
Oh,
he keeps jumping on the counter and like I cannot get him off. I think he's like he gets up there to like sniff for like food and stuff.
Yeah.
They're just like it is constant. Like I can't get any schoolwork done or any work done of any guy because I'm constantly like running across the apartment like, what? Pay attention to me.
And also, Maddie, I love your haircut. This is the first I've seen it, and I love it.
I love it too. It's so short.
It's adorable. It's like the perfect, like it fits your face so well. I love it.
The long hair was getting to be way too much. Like I'm normally someone who likes to keep my hair short, and I was like, if I have to grow my hair out another inch, I will take the scissors and chop it all off myself. I'm going in the bathroom. I'm flipping my head over, and we're just gonna hope for the best.
Well, I love how Helene and I were like, yeah, do the shoulder length, but we're like, we've had long hair for so long.
As long as you're doing it, it's fine.
Yeah, right. Go for it, girl.
We want to live vicariously through you.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, while we're on, I guess this isn't really on the subject, but before I forget, do you guys want to introduce yourselves? I think we have a lot of returning people, but just in case, y'all want to introduce yourselves, talk about what projects you're working on, all that.
Sure. Maddie, would you like to go first?
We can rock, paper, scissors for it.
On shoot?
Okay, yeah. Rock,
paper, scissors, shoot.
Does that mean you're going first or am I going first?
You one, so do you decide?
I'll go first. It's okay.
Okay, Maddie.
I can never remember with rock, paper, scissors if it's the person who wins gets the goods or the person who loses. I don't remember how that works.
I don't know.
Hey, whatever. So hello, everybody. As you can see by my lovely blue name tag that matches my shirt, I am Madeline Monaghan, normally going by Maddie, as my YouTube intro always goes by. Plug. Today I am working on my little nano notebook, also made a video for, plug, and and which is for obviously my nano project, which is a thing I've never done before. Sika! Oh, and in answer to your question, Nicole, my naughty cat's name is Sika. The less naughty one's name is Salem. So there you go. Sika, get down. Is he okay right there? Okay, I'm gonna let my husband deal with it. Anyway, Autumn, your turn.
Okay, so
driving me crazy.
so I am Autumn Ashleigh. I am working on my YA fantasy trilogy, which, oh my gosh. Okay, so I live streamed earlier with Sarah LeBrad, and I finished the outline for book 1.
Yay!
So we've got 2 and 3 to go. So we're working on outline book 2 now because I'm feeling it. So we're just gonna keep rolling.
Autumn, you need to make a video or something. Actually, Helene, you too, because you have a series as well. Y'all need to give me your secrets because I've been playing around with the idea of doing a trilogy or a series or something, and I have no idea how to do anything but a standalone. Y'all, I need help.
So I guess the best thing that I can say that's worked with me so far, since 17 days ago when I started outlining using this method.
Specific numbers, 17 days ago.
So I'm using the 3-act, 9-block, 27 chapter structure that you told Helene and I about.
I'm so glad you guys are enjoying that. That makes me so happy.
Love it so much. So what I'm doing is I created a doc for book 1, book 2, and then book 3. And so I have all 3 of the documents up at once, but I'm kind of brainstorming all of the ideas. And then I'm sitting and I'm looking and I'm trying to piece it in. But I completed book 1, but now I'm moving on to book 2, but I know how book 3 ends. So I know how the whole trilogy ends. It's just everything in the middle and getting there.
Yeah.
To work on.
It's always the middle of the story that I feel is the hardest, which is actually weird because for this nano, I actually already have my midpoint written. My midpoint is done and I'm okay, so what the heck goes around it now?
Yeah. And so what I figured out, for me, or for at least for this trilogy, is usually the beginning, middle, and end is how a story goes for a standalone. So I literally have the first book as the beginning, and then the second book is the middle, and then the third book is the end. Mm-hmm. And how I'm thinking is I'm thinking for book 3, all of act 3 is literally going to be action, the whole fight thing, because I love fight scenes, especially when the ultimate baddie is supposed to be so bad, but then they get defeated in a chapter. I'm no, we're supposed to get the build up through the whole first book 1 and 2, and then it's book 3 is when it gets real. So I'm feeling it.
I was about to say that would be like Saruman being taken out really easily, but then I'm he was taken out really easily.
Right. I hate when that happens. When it's 3 books or there's a whole series and you're I can't wait for it. I can't wait. And it's 1 chapter, 10 pages, and it's done. And it's I seriously waited just for this? No. Oh no, honey. It's going to be the whole book 3. You will not be disappointed.
I love that.
Here's the thing that I've started doing, and this is a bad habit I've gotten into with books, but I realized it actually makes me more excited to read the book. So when I am shopping for books, I will pick a book up and I will flip to the last third of the book, and I will I will just
No, that's not how you do it.
She does movies too.
Did you guys hear my husband? He said that's how I do movies too. That is actually not true. I only did that with Snowpiercer. Thank you very much.
No.
No, it is not every movie we watch. I'm not in this argument. Oh my
I
god!
feel like I support Steven on this one.
You just want to come and sit and do this for me.
Once in a while, I don't watch movies.
I watch movies because I rip them apart. But I don't read it. I just go through and I'll like read like just random sentences, and then like if I feel like I like the sound of it, like where the story is going, then I'll like read the whole book through. But if I read like a sentence that's like kind of stupid, I'm like, this doesn't. I don't like if this is supposed to be where the cool part of the story is happening, and it's this lame. What does the rest of the book look like? You know. So I'm just kind of. I don't know. I don't try to spoil it for myself.
No, I can understand like the desire to do that. For me personally, I don't think I would do that just because I would unintentionally spoil something and then hate myself. No, just knowing me, that's what would happen. But I can definitely see your side of it too. My sister, she will watch the last episode of a TV series to see if it's any good. And at that point, I just broke her of that habit because she was like, "Oh, hey, do you want to watch this together with me? Do you want to watch?" Because she likes watching her Chinese dramas. And so I'll be like, "Okay, yeah, let's watch it." She's like, "Okay, well, we're going to start at the last one so we can see if it's good or not." I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
That should be illegal. Like you don't do that.
No. I feel like with TV shows though, it's like honestly, the last episode of a TV series is rarely good. Like, let's be honest here. The finale episode normally sucks one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all the good episodes come way before that. So it's like you can't judge a TV show based off of that last episode because it's a no.
Right.
That's something where I'm just like, no, you got to go to the beginning and work your way through.
Right. And I thought like a really awesome piece of advice, Courtney from the Courtney Project, she actually had a live stream. I think it was last night or this morning. She had a witching hour sprint. And so I was like tuning into it. And an awesome piece of advice that she gave. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So they were talking about like endings of books and things like that. And she was like, I always love ending all of my books because I guess she writes duologies or trilogies. I'm not really sure because I've never read any of her work. But she says that she always likes to end it with the cliffhanger. Like, don't give a satisfying ending with a cliffhanger. She's like, give that cliffhanger because that's how they're going to come back and get the second book. They're like, if you kind of give a satisfying ending, you're like, okay, I'm good. I don't need to read the second book. She's like, no, you give that cliffhanger. You give them the reason why to come back to the next book. And I'm like, that is awesome. Like, it's so true. Like, and you never think of it, but she said it. And I was like, yes.
Yeah. I actually just finished reading, I don't know if you guys have ever read it. I just finished reading Serpent and Dove, which was surprisingly better than I was expecting it to be. Because I'm not really like into the whole like witches and magic and stuff like that. But I was like, yeah, this is actually kind of good. I kind of like this. Hey, this is actually really good. And I finished it in like 3 or 4 days. But it does that really well. Like it sets it up for, you know, it sort of concludes that first part of the story. But like the overall, like the overarching storyline, you know, is still there. And there's still like a lot left to be answered. So the story's not over. There's still that cliffhanger, but I guess there's a difference between like ending that section of your story versus ending it and then pretending that there's more.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. True. For sure.
I am.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was going to say, I feel bad. I don't want anyone to think we're ignoring them.
I know. I was just going to say, I'm going to go ahead and go through the comments real fast. While I'm doing this, if you guys want to go ahead and comment a time for a sprint, because we've been talking for 14 minutes. So I'm going to go through the comments. Yes, there are so many early people. Y'all are amazing.
Yes.
Yes. I'm so glad you guys could join us. Hello. Hi. And Alice is here. Hello, Alice.
The machine is here.
And Sarah.
Sarah! Just talking about you. Oh, good, I swear.
Oh, This is awesome. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm like breezing through these comments. I swear I'm reading them. I'm just trying to get to the script since we've been talking for a while.
You're good.
I just imagine like that like high pitched voice, like I'm fine.
Oh,
That's so
that is
cute.
so sweet. Oh,
I love that.
yes. Yes.
Yes. Oh, Pinterest. I chill on Pinterest way too much, honestly.
That is a rabbit hole.
Yes. Uh-oh.
Hi, Nicole.
Oh, hi, Nikki. Time for prep, not Pinterest. I've been telling myself that this whole month, but hasn't led up to anything.
I know.
Hello. I'm sorry. I promise later on I'm gonna take more time with these comments. I promise you guys. This is awesome. I'm so glad you guys could all join us for this evening sprint. It's been such a long time since we've done an evening
Oh my
sprint.
gosh. I know which
And here we are.
yes.
What?
Yes.
Boy.
Which it totally tells like that it's been a while since we've sprinted together because we literally just talked for 15 minutes.
I know. I'm sorry, you guys.
It's been a while since we've seen each other at all.
Yes, I know.
Right.
So sad.
We need like at least 2 hours to get the serial killer and the FBI and like all
The movie talk.
out of the way.
Yeah.
Our ghost
IT problems.
And Sarah, hopefully I'll make all these tech issues work. We'll see as the stream goes.
You got it, Celine.
Sprinter prep. Yep. You're not wrong.
Salem and Sitka. Those are their names.
I love those names.
Sitka's our little troublemaker, and Salem is also
And
troublemaker.
so black, right? And because is it
What? What happened? What?
I didn't hear anything. I was like,
what? Are you lagging?
I think she's lagging. Oh no, Celine, are we losing you?
What?
wait, are we losing?
Oh, you guys
something?
are lagging on my end. What?
Autumn's got her phone out. We thought
I know you're ready.
you cut out. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I just said Salem was the black cat, right? And then the tabby was the other one.
Yeah.
Sitka, yeah.
Salem is our black cat because you can't have a black cat and not name Salem. I mean, let's be real here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Sarah's between draft 2 and 3 through banana. Ooh. Fixing plot holes and naming things and doing world building. Ooh. Yeah, that's about where I was at. I think last Nano I did draft 3 for IDIMF, which is not the finished title. That's the project title right now. But yeah, I feel that world building took up so much time.
And
I'm
Pinterest
such an
is
underwriter.
great for finding like the new ideas and things like that. So I agree,
Oh
Sarah.
yeah. Pinterest is life. I would not be anywhere. I would not have this many projects without the inspiration I get from Pinterest.
Oh my gosh,
Doing a
yes.
prequel called Young Prince of the Magi.
Medjay?
Ooh.
See, I hear that and I think of those mummy
Medjay?
movies from the late 90s, early 2000s with Brendan Fraser. Like, that's where my mind goes when I hear the words Medjay. So, correct me if I'm wrong.
Ooh. I'm intrigued, though. I'm intrigued by the title.
Have you all never seen The Mummy? Wait.
It's been a long time.
We need to fix this. We're adding this to the movie list. We're watching The Mummy.
All right, I'm on it. I'm gonna add it to the list.
Add it to the list right now.
And Alice is writing a 2-book series. Has the midpoint of the series as the climax of the first book. Ooh.
Ooh.
I like that.
I like that.
Because I've always wondered with like, because trilogies, it seems pretty like straightforward, beginning, middle, and end. But like with duologies, like I'd always wondered how you separate it, and even with 4,
Yeah.
how you cut it in, cut the overarching story, like how you cut it up, and order that.
Huh. Well, that's
Oh, and Alice.
Rick Riordan. No, sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was gonna say Alice suggested 1717. And Lizzie is stopping by for a while. Hello, Lizzie.
No. Get down. Ow.
Finally found a song that fits my whip, which is so rare because no songs fit my books. I feel that I have to do instrumental songs anyway, just because I get so distracted with words. It's not good.
Yeah.
So yes, the struggle is real.
As I was telling Helene before this stream started, I was listening to nothing but Hades Town for the last little bit of writing my Hades Persephone retelling. And once you learn all the words to Hades Town, it's really hard not to sing along. So most of it is me dancing around my living room as opposed to me sitting down and writing the rest of the book.
You know, if you're getting inspired, that's what matters, right? The
Right.
inspiration.
Oh yeah.
Inspiration can only take you so far. The book's not going to write itself. Unless you got those magic quills from Harry Potter, it ain't getting done.
Still having glitches though. It went away and came back when I celebrated. Oh, okay. I'm living for the chaos of the stream. Oh, you're gonna see a whole lot more before this stream is ended. I promise you that. I promise you that.
We're the Three Musketeers.
Also, one of the other things that we absolutely love to say is the line from Harry Potter where it's, why is it whenever there's trouble, it's always you three?
So true.
And tons of pirate quotes. So just
All the pirate quotes. Every once in a while, flipping Princess Bride.
yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And that third one that I still cannot remember that we've always been talking about.
I can't remember the third one either. It's really bad.
I know.
Terrible. I still can't remember what it was.
I know there's a third one.
There is. There's a third one.
Going after the cats.
The fish is
Okay.
going after the cats? How is the fish? How can the fish go after the cats?
So I'm going to do 1717.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys all ready to do a sprint? It's been 22 minutes and I'm sorry, all you guys who have been watching. We got it all out. Hopefully we're getting it all out of our systems and we'll be good. I'm getting 1717 going here on my phone.
Awesome.
Hopefully this will be a fun timer when it goes off. We'll see.
Oh,
All right, so
we had a great time.
wait, how do I I don't know. I hope you guys can see this. I'm doing 1717. All right.
All good.
And start. Can you guys hear it?
No.
I heard like a tiny little music note.
A tiny little one. Oh no.
There we go. I
Okay,
can
dismissed. Kind of.
kind of hear it.
I promise. Usually,
Kind
you
of.
guys who are all in the chat section, usually I have like the split screen, but this is not my laptop, and I have no idea how it works, and I'm kind of scared to play around with anything. So usually, I'm better prepared.
No, you're
anyway.
good. You're fine.
Disclaimer. So how did you guys all do for that?
Well,
that
I said
sprint?
goodbye to my significant other, and they went home. And I know, bye, significant other. And then, and then I wasn't sure how much time, so then like I like private messaged y'all, and there was like 5 minutes left. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna try to get too involved in something and then have to stop. So I started creating like a whole like a writing sprint schedule for November. So that was what I did.
It sounds cool.
What about you, Maddie?
I just spent my time chasing my cat.
Important stuff. Important stuff.
Sika, fun fact, is actually in timeout right now because he got on the counter again. So in about 2 minutes, he will be released.
Oh my goodness.
So he's in a little bit of trouble. But so most of it was that. But I did manage to get most of my supporting characters written out. So that's fun. I love this little notebook. I'm so glad, not to sound like egotistical or anything, but I do really like it.
Your
It's
notebook
working
makes
out
me
really
so
well
happy.
so far.
It's awesome,
Happy.
Maddie.
Oh, yo.
Autumn, get your camera
No,
going.
no.
Hey, got it. No, just kidding.
Madeline, just think of it this way. One of these days, you are going to get us back
stuck
really,
in
really
like
good.
the most awkwardest face, and you're gonna have blackmail forever.
Pretty sure you guys already have blackmail times like 1,000 for me at this point.
But see, here's the thing.'You'll get one so good that the FBI guy won't even look at what Autumn and I have.
I think my favorite
your
one
evidence.
is when, Helene, you did your self-hosted one, and then you froze, and both me and Maddie were like,
It was
Oh, I do remember that.
and what
I
a
don't remember where the
beautiful
picture
face.
is.
If you guys, any of you guys in the chat were there at my first self-hosted one, my Wi-Fi was really bad that day, and I just froze up in the most unflattering face ever. I don't want to even like replicate it right now. I don't want to replicate it right now because I'm scared I'll freeze.
I found it. I found
Show
the
it,
picture.
Maddie.
wait, let me get mine. Hang on. I
Y'all
swear
are
we
so
love you.
supportive. Thanks so much.
I swear we love you.
We do this with
Yes.
nothing but love.
Oh, I know.
And with the knowledge that one day you're going to get us back really good.
I'm
for
always
this.
like, reaching for my phone, but you guys are always just in nice poses, so I can't, there's no blackmail there.
Oh no,
Picture can be released.
Maddie, when was this? I can't find it.
October 3rd.
October 3rd.
And I remember that because it was the day we got Sitcom and Salem.
Yes. Okay. Helene, I swear I love you. Mine is worse than Maddie's.
Is it?
Yeah. Beautiful.
You're
Beautiful.
precious. You are precious, Helene. I swear you're the best. I swear.
We love
guys
you. But we
are.
do it with nothing but love.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh, well, after that, like, lovely trip down memory lane, I'm gonna jump to the comments section here. And Sarah was talking about, so either Maddie or Autumn can share their screen on StreamYard to put up a
Oh, you know what? I hadn't thought of that.
If y'all happen to want to do that, you are most welcome to. I'm not gonna, like, pressure you guys to do that or anything, but if you'd like.
I can try. I mean, as long as you don't mind, it's just Google
Right.
Timer. I can give it a whirl and see what happens.
Yeah, I would be more than happy to have you do that because I don't think the phone is quite cutting it at this point. So,
Oh,
I don't know how to switch over to it though. That's the thing. Like I'm sharing the screen, but I can't like flip over to it. So that might be on you, Helene.
Oh, okay.
So we'll play around with it. It'll be good.
We'll play around with it. We'll play around with it.
We'll play around with it.
I'll set the timer on my phone just in case for this next sprint, but then we'll also try to do it on there. And then Aubrey Rose, sorry, I'm new. I've been on Autumn streams before. Oh, hi, welcome. Fantasy writer, either going to be working on a novella, ooh, or prepping for Nano. Ooh, I love that. And also, can we just take a moment to appreciate you're working on a prequel to your novel for Nano? Like, that's amazing. I can barely even work on my Nano novel. Like, I'm barely even outlining it, and you're already doing a prequel for it. So, props to you. That is amazing.
That's more than I've ever done in my life. So,
Same here. Same here.
I don't know. I'm scared of prequels.
Yeah. Me too. I have like ideas for prequels I could do for my stories, but I'm like, what's the plot going to be though? And Charlotte is here. Hello, Charlotte.
Charlotte is so sweet, y'all. Like
Charlotte's amazing.
She's always commenting on like on Instagram, like on my things, on my story. She's so sweet.
Precious.
She's so wonderful. Y'all need to go. If y'all are not subscribed to her YouTube channel, you need to go subscribe. She is just an amazingly sweet person.
Yes. So supportive of the community too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry,
I'm just over here like fumbling with the controls.
It's okay.
You're doing great.
We covered for you.
Thanks. And Aubrey says hi. Alice got 603. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
663. What in the world? You guys need to teach me. Teach me your ways, please.
Hey,
oh, I got 164.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to mention that.
I can't count.
I think it seemed like so much more. I was like, whoa, I'm just making so much progress here. But because it's on my phone, I feel like I'm just writing and writing, but it's actually just.
It looks like.
I was thinking like 500, but.
Yeah.
No.
It's always less than you think it is when you write it on your phone.
Yes. It's almost, I don't know. There's something, like, I think there's a lot of pros and cons about writing on the phone as opposed to a laptop. I don't know if I prefer it. Like, I think there's, like, different reasons I would write on either of them. Like, the phone's kind of convenient, and I feel like I don't know, it's almost easier, like, texting. It switches it up.
Yeah.
I can't edit on my phone. I have to be on a computer to edit. It's just the phone is too annoying. There's too many buttons and I don't like buttons. So
for editing, I think I would have to do my laptop. Luckily, I'm just drafting so that I can just, get those words out.
Yeah.
Did the premise, I had to be very careful how I pronounce that word because for the longest time I pronounced it premise.
Oh, I thought it was premise.
That's what I thought too.
Well, because I have like that reader problem where you know what words mean, you know how to use them in the correct context because you read them, but there's so many words I don't pronounce correctly because I'll read them and pronounce them one way in my head and I'll say it out loud trying to, impress my family with my extensive vocabulary. Yeah. And my dad, it's always my dad, he's like, you don't pronounce it that way. How are you pronounce? No, it's this one. And then we always like, okay, Siri, how do you pronounce this word? And then it always ends in asking Siri. Siri's the final spokesperson on that matter.
If it makes you feel any better, I used to think that the proper pronunciation for dunce was dunce.
Dunce.
Oh my God.
That's fun to say.
Oh my goodness.
I am not. I'm in the same boat as you, Helene. I have no idea how you pronounce things.
Yeah, no. It's like if I don't know it, I'll just like stare at the word until somebody else comes along and then they pronounce it. I'm like, oh yeah, thanks.
Yes, that word.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Yeah. It's like I know it, but don't ask me how to pronounce it.
Yeah, right. And Alice is working on a prequel
Mm.
to Nano novel. Prequels are so fun. I want to write a prequel. It's on my list. And again, I have ideas, just the matter of coming up with a plot, because maybe I should have one of those before I start. But yeah.
I can just imagine that's what George Lucas was thinking when he was sitting down writing the prequels for Star Wars. I was like, this is so fun.
Yes.
And then, okay, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing this the right way. Speaking of pronunciation, is it Barbarella? Is that how you pronounce it? I want to make sure I'm saying it the right way. But the premise is Marcus Andreas, a 5-year-old prince. Ooh. Believing both his mother and baby sister are dead, his father ill, his beloved country on the brink of war. Dang.
Awesome.
Ooh, I
I
love that.
think there's a part 2 to this.
Oh, there's part 2. Decides to prove his father's counsel. He's old enough to deal with threats. Counsel's ideals are stuck in the past. I love all of this.
Dun dun dun.
Will Marcus prove his worth and find out what truly happened?
Ooh.
Dang. I want to read that.
I love little questions like that.
Yes. Got distracted from writing TikTok, YouTube video.
Love it.
I need to stay off.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I need to stay off YouTube or like Pinterest. Those are my 2 big wormhole sucker things.
Instagram is my biggest wormhole because I don't watch TikToks. I watch TikToks that get reposted onto Instagram. But Instagram is such a rabbit hole. Like I will be on there forever, just like finding all these funny like memes, like Avatar memes or Hamilton memes. They're like all these. It's like one meme leads to another, and I'm like, this is great. No, this is great. Yeah, it's bad.
Oh my goodness.
I feel that. Also, if you guys want to comment a time, do you guys want to ramp up a little bit? I know last time we did 17. I'm good with doing, between 18, 22, somewhere between there to kind of start ramping it up. Since, we have been talking for a while, I'm also good with doing a little bit of a longer one too, if we want to really get those words or those, I guess this is technically Preptober, prepping in. Sometimes I forget that I'm weird and I'm drafting in Preptober.
No, you're good. Yeah, I'm fine with anything. I always like the longer sprints anyways.
Yeah, I'm
really gets the juices
Ow.
flowing. But I'm fine with anything.
Yeah, I'm good with anything as long as my cat doesn't eat my writing hand.
Goodness.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ah, stay on. Okay.
The comments are loading. I think they're lagging a little bit. Alice said 2222. Ooh, I like that number. That number is very satisfying to me because it's even and it's also just all the same number.
Yeah.
I look forward to that year because I'm sure the world will have already exploded by that point.
Right, the way things are going.
The way things are going.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so it sounds like 2222 is the number we're going to go with. I'll go ahead and do it on my phone, and then I'll play around. Do you have the...
So I'm sharing my screen right now. I don't know if it's popping up on your thing since you're the host.
There you go.
Oh, okay, here. So I will do that.
Yay!
Does that work?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, cool. So just let me know when we're ready to go, and I'll hit that start button.
All right, you guys all ready?
Ready.
Ready?
All right. A sprint.
people hear that? That works.
Yay!
Okay, good.
Thanks, Maddie, for
You're welcome.
stepping in for
You
me.
go, Glen Coco.
Happy to help.
Oh my goodness. So how did everybody do?
Great, actually. I was able to.
Salem.
Oh, sure. I was able to write down a lot of the ideas that I had for book 2, kind of like the asking questions, like, so like, where's the friend? Where are the wolves? What about new characters? So who are we going to be introducing when? Big like highlights of things that I want to actually happen, but I wanted to like put it on that document. So like when I start putting it in there, I'm not flipping back and forth. But that was what I did, and I added a couple of things to some blocks. So
Oh, it's exciting.
loving it.
I always enjoy the outlining plotting process because I feel like I can just be so productive, and it's always just nice when you're able to kind of start seeing the project really coming together and you're like, okay. Very
Yes.
motivating.
And right now it's just as bare bones as anything. Like it's just the story. Like I'm not world building, I'm not creating a whole lot. I'm just outlining it, and then I feel like once I write book 1, I think the story will tell me how the world is going to be. So we're going to let them tell me what they want.
That's how I normally do it. I normally like hi Salem.
Oh,
Hello.
Salem is back to being her very
So cute.
Salem-y self.
Oh,
You want to say hi to everybody? No,
that's precious.
she's my little buddy. She loves nuzzling my face, especially after I've eaten.
if my cat got that close to my face, she would bite my nose off.
Sika did try to scratch my face off earlier today, but it's because he knew I was putting him in timeout. So.
Oh, throwing
Yeah.
a little
They
kitty
like,
tantrum.
they like kisses. If you say "give me kisses," they'll like. "You wanna give me a kiss?" She's too fascinated by what's going on the screen.
Hi, Salem.
So how did y'all do?
I got
How did y'all do?
256 words. So that was good. I felt productive. Again, it felt like I got more than that, but that's just because I'm writing on my phone, so I can't judge.
Yeah. I filled out my antagonist page, and Sika stay out of my water glass. It's like my 4th water glass today because he keeps sticking his face in my water glass. And I started my character map. So
Ooh.
I'm having a lot of fun with that.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome,
Oh.
Maddie.
All
And
right.
Colleen, sorry, I don't want to not include Colleen.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Good job, Maddie. Not me, I guess. So wounded.
Sika. This is the problem I have. Like when I am home alone with these two, I can't get anything done because they walk all over my computer. And they like get in my face. They want to be held. They want to be pet. Or they're jumping on things, and I have to go get them. And they are such a handful, but it's so cute. And whatever one is doing, the other has to do. So if one is sitting in my lap, the other has to be in my lap too. It's
Oh my goodness.
They get jealous.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
So Barbarella got 205 words. Awesome. Yes. Alice got 871. Okay, seriously, you need to teach me
I don't
how
know
you do this. How you do this.
I don't know.
That is awesome.
Charlotte got about 400.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Y'all.
World building seems harder. It's harder for me at any rate. World building is always that thing that I skip in the first drafts and I come back to because I just do not like it. Which, as a fantasy writer, maybe I should get better about world building. You'd think maybe I wouldn't write fantasy if I don't like world building, but that's my preferred genre. So
That's
It's
kind of the thing I like about like historical fiction or like historical fantasy, which is kind of the genres that I tend to lean more towards, is because you already have your world. You're just tweaking it a little bit. You don't have to like make your own rules for it, or at least not as much. There's a lot less work.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, fantasy is nice because you can
Honey, are you okay?
you don't have to do as much research. Oh no, what happened?
This is true. Yeah.
Sorry,
Like that's my problem. It's like, oh, I'm sorry.
She jumped off. So sorry. I was just saying she jumped off the desk and went head first into the dining room table. Oh my god. She's fine. She's fine. It's okay. She's a cat. But
Oh my
9
goodness.
lives.
I'm sorry. I totally like trailed off there. I had to make sure everything was okay. Oh my goodness.
no, it's okay. It reminded me. Have you guys ever seen that cat video where the cat's like on the ledge and it's like Sam? That's what just happened essentially. She's fine.
Oh my goodness.
She's fine. She's all right.
Oh, good.
But yeah, what I was saying basically is that like world building sometimes I do prefer writing fantasy because I don't like researching like historical fiction. If it's like a parallel historical universe, then like I have a story set in that, and I think that's fun because you're not trying to be historically accurate. So fantasy's nice in the sense that you can really create your own world and it can have its own rules. Does gravity work that way? Well, it's gonna work that way in my story. So
Right.
and I'm not gonna research this.
And that's what I love too about fantasy is like then you can kind of take ideas like maybe from history and include them, but you can put your own twist on it. So it's like it's not historical fiction, so it doesn't have to be accurate. But I'm going to use this because I like that this happened in history. But we're going to add a little spin to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love historical fiction, but I think I blame that mostly on my father. It's weird. I blame like my love of history on my dad and then my love of fantasy on my mom because my dad was all like, here's a textbook on the American Revolution. And my mom is all like, here's Lord of the Rings.
I think it was kind of opposite that for me. My dad is the big like fantasy buff and he likes history too, but my mom I think is the one who's really like every time, we'd go to the East Coast, she'd be like, okay, what museums are we gonna see?
Yes.
And dad's like, oh, listening to his audiobooks and stuff, enjoying the ride.
My dad's love of fantasy goes to Star Wars and then it ends there. Like that's how far my dad's love of fantasy goes, but I'm okay with that.
So Nicole is back. Oh yes, computer died. I can relate. I relate so much right now.
Helene gets you.
I get you. And Sierra just finished editing chapter 28. Time to pack it up for the night and finish inspo and Pinterest for a nano instead. Okay, well, goodbye. Thank you so much for joining.
Yes.
And Charlotte, these are cats. Yes.
There are indeed cats. They're playing with each other over my comic books right now. There's a gap in our bookshelf. There's no back to the shelf. So they're playing with each other over the tops of my comic books, which if Sitka rips them up, I will smack him.
Oh no.
I love those books.
Barbarella says hi to Salem.
Salem, you're being noticed.
Salem's famous.
Do you have a sassy comment for us? No, she does not.
Aubrey's working on planning. Oh, I'm also an underwriter. Word goal for each act. I should do that. I should try that because, again, like I'll skip over world building and sometimes fight scenes that I just don't want to write, and I'll write them in later drafts. So I'm so bad. You do that too, Maddie? I'm so bad about that, and I'm an underwriter. Like I don't write enough, but my total draft tends to be really long. You know what I mean? Like it's very wordy, but underwriting in the sense that I need to add more description and take out less filler words, I guess.
It's just word vomit.
Yeah.
That's really what a lot of my drafts are. It's just word vomit. That's the tricky thing with me is that I love action, and this is where I don't know where the disconnect happened, but I love action. I love anything with action in it, but I cannot write it for like the life of me. I cannot take what is in my head and put it into words. Because in my mind, I'm like, they're fast-paced sword fighting and they're backflipping and they're going all over the place. And I'm like, how in the heck do you write that where it still feels like it's that like energetic, you know?
Yes.
It's
I feel that.
so it turns into he swung his sword. Period. She
No.
died. Period. It just turns into something so lame.
Sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes you got to do this step by step so that you have an idea of what's happening, and then you go back and edit. I've done that a lot. I'll sit there and just stare at nothing and just like visualize what the fight scene's looking like, and then I'll be like, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
And I'll try to write it out real fast.
And I think once I start going into like my other drafts for Project Brina, because that's gonna have several scenes in it too, fight scenes in it too. I think I'm gonna like act it out, so I know exactly what's happening, so then I can write it the way.
I act it out too. Like I think it's really funny because I think like my neighbors probably think I'm crazy because I'm in here like. I just want one of my neighbors to look in the window and be like, "What is happening here?" Like,
Oh my goodness! Yes.
And Charlotte was asking, what structure for writing do you use through your 5-act? For me, I kind of waffle between, it kind of depends on the project. This sounds really weird. I do bullet points mainly. So I'll do like the basic 3-act structure. So I'll have my inciting incident, and then I'll have plot point 1, which is pushes you into act 2. Then I'll have my midpoint, which is in the middle of act 2. Then I'll have plot point 3, which pushes you into act 3. And then of course the climax. So I'll try to do like a bullet point list and have all of those, figure out all those points first, and then fill in like those scenes and bullet points in between that needs to get me there. And then lately, Maddie also introduced me to the 3-act, 9-block, 27-chapter method, which is also really fun. I'm doing that for my NaNoWriMo project this year. So that's also been fun to play around with.
Yeah.
That title is a mouthful.
Yeah.
Yes.
I always stumble. I'm like I'm like the 9 acts. Wait, no, that's not right. 9 block 3 chapters. No, that's not it.
Right.
The 3, 9, 27 one, that one. You know,
Yes.
all the numbers.
3, 9, 27.
The one that's on multiple of 3s. That's all I get.
Yes. Aubrey, I'm doing a 3-act, so I'm using the story grid. Yes, is that the one by Sean Coyne? Because I have a book called that, and it's called the story grid, and it's about outlining and stuff. That was very, very useful. I use a lot of the little, concepts and ideas from that.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Yeah. I'm usually a pantser too. I don't like plotting. Is like this is weird for me.
Yes.
And then Alice says, my current whip is based on pirates. Yes, in a fantasy world. So some research, but not a lot. During Maddie's pirate stream, yes, I'm here for the pirates. I'm here for the pirates.
I know for a fact, Alice, you were not inspired by my Canadian Irish pirates.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh.
I apologize to every Canadian and every Irish person out there for that horrible.
Oh my god.
We be casting off now.
We be casting off now.
Hey.
And then Sierra, I'm gonna keep the scream, hopefully not a scream going on in the background. I'm gonna keep the stream going in the back, but not do any work. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. Have fun.
I just wanted evidence of like while we're streaming, just someone in the background going.
Indeed. I feel like with the chaotic energy we have, that just would not be out of the ordinary. Just have a random scream in the background.
No, it would not.
Where's Jimmy when you need him?
He's in the bedroom.
Also, Autumn, I'm sorry, you're getting like cut off by the comments. One of these days I'm gonna play around with the settings and figure out don't do that. No. Sit up straight, Autumn.
Wait. Autumn, do that again. Okay, everybody. And 1, 2, 3. Poison.
Oh my gosh,
I'm sorry.
yes.
I'm
Oh my
gonna
God,
play
I
around
love
with this.
No,
I love
you're
it.
fine. You're fine.
And
And no one
Barbarella,
want to see this anyways. It's all good.
oh yes you do, yes you do. Barbarella does the 15-beat Save the Cat plot
Ooh.
outline. I've not read the book before, but I looked up a blog post about it. I think it was a very abbreviated version of it. And I definitely want to explore it further. That's one that I think would be super useful to look at some more.
So
Yeah.
I don't know what I have both books. I have the one that's for screenplays and the one that's for novels because your girl is crazy and for some reason does both. And I tried the one. I don't know if they're the same, but I tried the one for screenplays. And I have never outlined a screenplay quicker in my life than before I used the beat sheet. So I would definitely say give it a whirl.
Ooh, that's interesting. Because
Yeah.
I want to write a screenplay in the future. It's on my to-do list. I have many ideas.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Huh.
screenplays are fun. If you ever need to talk to somebody who is very enthusiastic about film and loves talking about screenplays, you have me.
And then Alice said you did inspire the project. I was thinking of pirates, but they couldn't be proper pirates because that wasn't what I was seeing on my screen.
Alice, I
True.
love you.
Very true.
Yes.
I freaking love Alice. She's so
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and
Yeah,
also Aubrey had said
Sarah got
it's by
to be
Sean
part of
Coyne.
it.
Aubrey had said it was by Sean Coyne. So that's good. I do have that book. My parents actually got it for me for Christmas, a birthday, like several years ago.
Yeah.
That's a really good book. You know, anyone who is wanting to know more about plotting, I'd recommend it. Not a sponsor.
Hashtag not sponsored.
No affiliation with.
And Charlotte says, I majored in film during high school. Ooh,
Cool.
that's awesome. Oh, and I just skipped Sierra's. Wow, I'm just going like so out of order. The comments are jumping. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sarah
you're
said, glad to be a part of the funny picture memory. We have some amazing picture
We do.
memory photographic evidence from our streams.
Oh my gosh. I so want to get them like printed out and I want to put them on my writer's board.
It's like a photo book.
Yes. And then like when we meet in real life one day, we're going to take a picture and that's going to be in the book.
Yes.
I can't wait for
Photo
that
album.
day.
Yeah.
And then Charlotte was wondering, what programs do you use to screenwrite?
So when I started writing screenplays, it was in high school, and I did not have money in high school. So I used Celtics. It's spelled the same way as Celtics, so CELTX. It's free. It's really easy to use. Everything's formatted for you, and you can do a lot of different things on it. You can do like radio scripts, TV scripts, or movie scripts. You can either do like comic books, storyboards. It's all this stuff. It's for free. It's great when you're just getting started. I have since moved on to Scrivener for screenplays. Scrivener for writing novels scares the living daylights out of me. But for screenplays, I actually found it works really well. It gives you a lot of like really good templates for you to outline your characters, for you to outline your scenes, and you can write it scene by scene, which is a lot of fun. And Scrivener I got last November when I finished NaNoWriMo. NaNoWriMo gives you a discount for it. So I think after the discount, it was like $25, something like that. So I would definitely recommend at some point in time getting Scrivener, but for now, Celtics is a good place to start. I wrote so many little screenplays on that one, so I would definitely recommend that first.
I had no idea you could format like the screenplays on Scrivener.
Yeah, so I
Awesome.
think if you go to like start a new project, you can there are different options for what type of document you want it to be. So it's like novel, screenplay, and then I think there was something else in there. I can't remember. I have to go back and look. But yeah, I didn't know that there was. I thought it was just for novel writing. I had no idea you could like write screenplays on it. So that was a nice little gem to find.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
I got excited when you mentioned Celtics because I haven't written like full length screenplay before, but I took several film classes in high school and we would use that program. We'd write a bunch of short films and produce those, and that was really fun. I think I
Yeah.
still have my account actually. I should go back on there. Maybe I'll do my
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying maybe I'll do another YouTube video and it'll be about me trying to write a screenplay and I'll use Celtics for it.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I actually for our at the end of the year at my high school we would have like a senior project, so it would be like something that you would do, like it ranged from like just doing something simple to like, you know, a group of my friends went on a bike ride from here to Pittsburgh, and you know, so it was like you had basically 2 to 3 weeks to just sort of do this project, and you had to like actually do like a report on it about your experience, but it was, you know, it was kind of, you could do whatever. So mine was to write a feature length film, and I did, and my brain was really fried by the end of it. So yeah,
2 to 3 weeks, that is not a lot of time.
to be fair, it was the final product only turned out to be about 90 pages, which is equivalent to like an hour and a half, but that's still technically a feature length film. So.
Yeah.
Still. That's crazy.
It was all on Celtics.
Wow. That's amazing. And Aubrey says, oh my goodness, please do more of these streams, you guys. I love this. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying this chaotic energy that's just coming from this.
Well,
The
guess
three
what's
of us-
happening tomorrow morning, Aubrey?
This is true. Oh, and then if you don't get enough of us next Saturday on Maddie's channel.
Oh, yeah, that's the one on my channel.
And
Y'all
then
might be sick of us by the end of this month.
I was gonna say, and then if you still then get your fill, 1 a.m. on my channel on Halloween. Oh.
Yes. So, all y'all, if you want to join us again tomorrow morning, it is going to be 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I wanted to do it because it's technically, in my time, it's like the 5 a.m. Writers Club. I know that's kind of a thing. So I wanted to do that. So tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 a.m. Mountain Time, we're going to be doing another stream. So
Maybe not this lively, but
yes, it's probably not going to be this lively.
I thought it was at 8.
I'm sorry.
I'm glad you told me it was.
You agreed. You can't get out of this, Madeline.
right? Nice
Your
try,
picture is
Madeline
in the
Monaghan.
thumbnail. There's no escaping.
I don't know
Right?
why I thought it was at 8. I was like, oh no, like
I would have been so upset.
that's
No,
what
actually, we would have been like,
everything.
the FBI agent got her. She's not here.
They put the notebook back. They found her.
She went back for the notebook.
That's when they found
Sorry, I'm trying to get through the comments and keep up with them so we can get onto our sprint. I just realized, like, I kind of low-key forgot that it was that early too, so I don't I don't want to keep you guys up too late, you know, since y'all are waking up early tomorrow.
We all know I don't sleep. It's fine.
Barbara Ellis says Writing Mastery Academy has the Save the Cat class. Ooh. I'm writing that down. Looking. Celtics is great. I also use Adobe Story. Can you format Scrivener in different ways? I've never heard of Adobe Story.
I guess, well, in terms, Charlotte, are you saying format in terms of screenwriting or just in terms of writing in general, depending on what structure you want your story to be in? because you can format it differently. I mean, a lot of it is already like is templated a word. Can you is that a verb?
Yes.
Can you
We'll
change?
allow it.
We know what you mean.
Yeah.
You're a writer. It's okay.
So a lot of, oh my gosh, these cats. So a lot of it is already sort of set up for you. But I guess it's not as straightforward, I guess, as Celtics. So I'm sure there's something.
Oh.
Oh, I know.
I was getting my phone out to take a picture of y'all.
Oh,
I had noticed that you froze too. I was like, ooh.
But they do have a template kind of for the screenplay though.
yeah. So it's not as, like I said, it's not as straightforward. Like it took me a minute to figure out how to structure it. Like how to change from a scene heading to, an action to dialogue and everything, like what button I had to press for that. But once you get it down, it's pretty easy. It's just not as automatic as Celtics.
Oh, wow.
I was all discreet down here in the little corner.
I saw your sneaky expression down there. I was like, what is she doing?
Can you send that? Because I want to.
Wow, send it to the group chat. Sierra said, I'm about to start an YouTube channel just to live stream with y'all. Y'all are too funny. You should. We would love to live
my
stream.
friend. There would be much room on this here.
Wow, I click off that. And then Aubrey says, during live writing sprints are my absolute favorite times to write. I like writing with writing sprints and live streams, even if I'm not co-hosting. It's just really fun because it's like Maddie just saw the picture.
Sorry.
Okay. But yes, I do enjoy writing with live streams because it's nice to have that community.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. And I feel like that's also almost kind of created a problem for me where I only write, like I'm starting to get in the habit where I only write or do things towards my novel during writing sprints. So they are absolutely wonderful. But I feel like on the flip side, I don't need to get in the habit of only working on my stuff during live streams. But I live stream so much. So I'm like, yeah, is it really bad?
I know. I was about to say, you live stream a lot for a very long time. So that's equivalent to, I think, a couple days of work, which with each of your live streams. So I think you're good. I don't think you need to feel guilty about it, Autumn. I think you're good.
And then Barbarella was wondering, what is that at Pacific Standard Time?
Yes. So what is there's still three, are they still 3 hours behind us, or did
Pacific time?
If it's so Mountain Time for me, it's 5 a.m. So that would just be 1 hour behind me, right?
So that's 4 a.m.
4 a.m. But we'll probably be going for 2 hours. So if you want to do something a little crazy, hop on.
But also, again, we do have other writing sprints. If you can't make a 7 a.m. one Eastern time, I completely understand. But we do have some more coming up. Maddie, is the one on your channel? Is that one evening? Do we know? I can look real quick.
It's morning, but I think it's at like 10. Like I think it's at 10. I gotta double check on it.
Oh, it is 10. It is 10.
Yeah, if it's 10, so that'll be 7.
So yeah, so that would be 7 Pacific. And then the witching hour one.
That is 1 a.m. our time, Eastern Standard Time. So that would be what, 10?
10.
11, 12, 1, yeah.
Yeah. So we're all over the place.
Oh yeah, we try to switch it up to account for all the different time zones and things.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is the first time we're doing a witching hour one though.
I know, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, I am too. I'm coming dressed up. I'm going to be Discount Ray. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have the buns and everything.
I love it. I was gonna say this is just gonna be full of coffee for that witching hour one because I am not a night owl. I am an early bird, and I will pass out
Which was why I was hosting it. I was like, I don't mind hosting this just in case if everybody else falls out.
Alice says, I will not be there. I love you guys, but 5 a.m. is too early. No, you are so good. No judgment here at all.
None.
Charlotte says, I guess I just mean differently. I assume Scrivener was like a blank document with different headings and stuff. Yeah, I heard Scrivener is pretty, like, they have a lot of really good formatting options and things like that.
Yeah, and that's actually kind of the thing with Scrivener is it is actually a little bit deceiving because when you open it, it is just a blank page. There's nothing on it. You have to actually click on the page to get any options for anything. So yeah, it's a bit of a deceiving little bugger. But it's useful, so.
Yes, and Scrivener is also one of NaNoWriMo's sponsors this year. So they do have like discounts if you win NaNoWriMo. If you get to 50,000 words, I think there's a certain percentage you get off of Scrivener, which is nice.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
8:17. Hey. Is that the time?
Sorry, it's just they kept saying, they said hey twice, and so my mind immediately went to hey. And then launched into Helpless from Hamilton because that's
yes. Hamilton, I was like, where is that from?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be there tomorrow with a gallon of coffee and a clueless mind. It's me every day.
Welcome to the life of a writer.
You're right.
The 31st is starting the actual Nano.
Okay.
Yeah, so technically, actually, our witching hour sprint is not necessarily the 31st. It's the 1st. So we're kicking off.
Yeah.
We're kicking off Nano with me and Helene being completely out of it.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be great. We're gonna get some. I'm looking forward to writing some words that seem really great during that witching hour and then going back and rereading those words and seeing how great they really are. I'm really interested.
What I'm excited for with the witching hour one is just doing it and then going to sleep and waking up the next morning and rewatching the sprint just to see what I missed before.
Right. Yes. And Alice, thank you. I was just gonna say about the sprints. We're getting to the end of the comments here. Let's do 24:42. That sounds good for this next sprint. And then I think after this sprint, I'm gonna go through any comments, catch up on that, and then we'll jump right into the last sprint so that I don't hold you guys for too long. Because I know it's like, what time is it here? It's like almost 9 here, so it's probably almost 11 for you guys over there. So I don't want to keep y'all, but
you're fine.
To the East Coast, Helene.
The East Coast, yes.
I promise we're all nice here. We have Wawas.
We do have Wawa.
My husband was just like, we also have New York, like in New Jersey.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and writing master.
I have beaches.
So
we have snow.
Don't come to the mid-Atlantic or New England. Let's just go like south.
Come on, girls. I got you. What y'all want?
And then, so Writing Mastery Academy is also. Oh, so that's what you were talking about earlier. Okay, that's good to know. I had no idea. Nice.
Steven,
all right. Well,
the DC to the list of places not worth visiting on the East Coast.
Oh, which one?
DC. The one we're in.
Oh my goodness.
So, Maddie, are you interested in doing the timer again?
Yes, I can do the timer.
Thank you. So we're gonna do 24:42. I like that number. That sounds good.
I feel like Alice should be. Can I nominate Alice that when Alice is here, can she be our official like time person?
Our number generator.
The ones that keep us on target. You know, just throw out a random time suggestion if we start talking too long.
Alice, would you like that responsibility?
So she's the babysitter for us.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, children,
keep
come
us
on out.
Task.
Like, I'm so okay with this, or at least in my streams. I guess I shouldn't speak for Helene's. I apologize, or Maddie's, but in mine, you are always welcome.
Oh no, please keep me on track because I
Yes.
Or if
No,
you see
feel
the
free.
3 of us doing a stream together, be like, oh, okay, well, I've got to monitor them.
All right, are you guys all ready to sprint?
Ready when you are.
All right, whenever you're ready, Maddie.
In 3, 2, 1.
Yay!
Hooray!
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, hold on a second.
Ayla, can you close the door? I had like a whole parade of relatives come in during that stream. 1 second, I'm gonna go close the door.
Oh, sure. Hi, relatives.
Hi, relatives. How y'all doing?
Okay, back.
Oh.
Anyway,
Oh.
how'd you all do that stream? I'm gonna do my best to get through the comments so that we can fit in our last stream.
Yeah. So I did not work on my outline for book 2. I figured I didn't have enough brain power, so I didn't want to push it, especially since I'll be doing it tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. So
Yeah.
I focused on that thing that we haven't announced yet
Yes.
for November.
Nice.
The first weekend. Maddie.
I'm so lost. What are we doing?
I can't share it with the class yet.
Super secret
It's in-
surprise
it's in
coming
there.
up, y'all.
Be a
So stay
pirate.
tuned in the future, and we'll announce this thing.
Oh wait,
Right?
is it the thing? Like the
That
thing?
thing, not okay. I know there's two
There's
things,
two things.
but it's.
Why am I forgetting one?
I really want to say this one.
Type it.
Okay, I'm just gonna type it.
I don't remember. I'm so sorry.
I just thought of something really funny to
not
say,
that thing.
but I knew. But I know what the other thing you're
That's what
talking
we were
about, but it
talking about.
wasn't.
I was like, wait, when did we talk about announcing that? Where was I? What happened?
Sorry, I'm listening to you guys. I was checking my word count. Forgot to do that again. I was doing
Oh, you're
so
good.
good. I always forget to check my word count. But I got 184 that sprint, which was good considering I got very sidetracked doing Instagram and then like talking to people and confirming things for other days and all that fun stuff. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
So during that last sprint, I finished my character map, so I now know how all my main ones are connected with each other. Let me tell you all, this is going to be a roller coaster, especially since my I will say my midpoint is really rough. I will spill that much. So the fact that I already have that written is kind of like, okay, I don't have to like relive that as I'm writing it, but it's pretty rough. But then I started on my brain dump page. So
yes.
isn't it pretty? I love it.
I love that.
It's so colorful. I was trying to make it look like a brain, and it didn't really turn out.
I love it though. It's so
But-
creative.
Bless you.
Thank you.
He sneezed.
How did you do, Autumn?
Good. I just worked on the thing.
Yes. Oh, yeah. You already talked about that. I'm sorry. I was half listening, and I wasn't trying to be rude. I can't multitask.
It's like, oh, we're reliving this.
Again, we're reliving it. I'm sorry. I'm
The thing
sorry.
That's
I
on the
forgot.
at
Also,
the time.
it's late. In my defense, it's late. So
You're fine. You're fine.
I completely forgot about the thing. The other thing.
So Sierra said, this is when we were talking about
Oh, the East
where we
Coast.
live, our respective hometowns. I got Pennsylvania with potholes, nothing worth looking at twice. That's about the area that I live in. There's some beautiful scenery if you drive like 20 or so minutes away, but my immediate neighborhood, basically just a bunch of potholes and some shady houses. I'll
Y'all,
just say that.
if you want potholes, if you want potholes, well, come to Northern Virginia, because the thing that I absolutely love is that I forgot who it was, but it was like one of the like head honchos in Arlington County was like, we have some of the best roads in Northern Virginia. They don't patch the roads. We have some of the worst roads in the country. It's ridiculous. They're so stupid here. Anyway, but if you want a place with nothing but potholes, go to Boise City, Oklahoma. It's in the Panhandle. It's probably about like maybe I'd say like 5 or so hours from the New Mexico border. It's like middle of nowhere, Panhandle, Oklahoma, and they got nothing but potholes. It's oh my gosh, like we hit every single one.
Oh my goodness.
There's so many potholes there. And also, while you're in the Panhandle of Oklahoma, go to the cow chip throwing capital of the world, which is Beaver, Oklahoma. You will be greeted by a very large statue of a beaver holding a cow chip. And for anybody who doesn't know what a cow chip is a dried, flattened piece of cow poop. Things that Oklahoma is known for.
I love that. I want to go there now. It's literally on my bucket list now.
It's great. I love it. We love driving through Beaver and seeing the giant beaver with his little cow chip. It's great.
So Alice says, oh, yes, I will take this with great responsibility. I will be the babysitter of you, even though I'm several years your junior. Thank you. Thank you for taking this responsibility. We appreciate it.
I'm just over here feeling old.
I know. I was going to say, although, can I make a comment and say that comment made me feel very old?
Y'all making me feel old over here.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this was so funny. I texted, who did I text? Bree, Hudson, and Diane, because they're all older than I am. Mm-hmm. They're like, mid to late 20s. Well, I've been looking up like a lot of like cooking recipes and things like that, and like watching these videos, and I was like, is this normal? So I texted them and I said, so I'm about to turn 24, which means I'm going to be a mid 20-year-old. Is this normal?
Already there.
I said, is this normal that I'm looking up cooking recipes? Like, is this the milestone to like the next stage in my life? And they were like, yes, and house hunting. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god, house hunting.
Oh, it was the funniest thing. So I'm like, yeah, because now all I do is like cook and clean. I mean, I've always cleaned, but like I cook, and I'm like, I'm into cleaning supplies and like all these different cooking things. Oh my god, I'm old. Getting old.
We are all just old.
But Alice's comment made me feel that. I felt the punch in the gut.
And Novelist Night says, I wish I would do some live streams in the future. Live streams are very fun. Yeah. I want to say I was very, I think, nervous going into starting. I was like, this is kind of scary, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun to do live streams, especially if you have wonderful co-hosts. Wait, there you are over there.
Oh my god.
It makes it a lot easier.
And Helene was actually the first person I ever live streamed with. So her and I have been together from the womb of writing sprints.
We're basically twins.
They were woomers.
And yeah, not room, womb.
Okay, I can't take credit for that joke though. There's this fantastic. This is I recommend this to anybody looking for a good 80s cheese movie. There's this fantastic movie called Zorro the Gay Blade. It is exactly how it sounds, and it is beautiful. It is so funny, but that's a quote from it. So,
oh my god, I love it,
y'all.
Oh, you are not too late. We have. I think I saw this comment pop up about. I think we just started that last sprint. So we are going to have one more sprint. I'm going to try to get it in so we don't go too far over the 2-hour mark. But yeah, so you are not too late at all.
Yeah, no, you're fine. And I apologize. Maddie and I are always on the same page. Well, actually, all three of us are always on the same page. So we just roll with it. If you're lucky, you'll see us pass the pencil. So
Yeah, yes.
And
yes.
watch it magically turn into a pen, and in some cases a hanger.
oh my gosh, that was
Whatever.
golden. That was so fun. Oh
Magic.
my gosh.
Barbarella got 409 words. Awesome.
Round of applause.
Yes.
Awesome.
And Alice got 892. Wow.
Well done. Round of applause.
Aubrey hopefully figured out all of Act 1. Now I'm working on Act 3. Who knows? Yeah, that's about how I operate as well.
Same. No idea.
Because I feel like Act 3 is exciting because there's all these twists that, or at least I like to add all my twist endings. And then Act 1 is fun because you get to do like set everything up. And then Act 2, I'm like, I don't know. Does it matter? Nah, we don't need. Middle isn't important. It's
Right?
fine. Maddie with the Wikipedia facts.
Okay,
Yes, Maddie has the most random facts ever.
So I actually saw this before, and both of my parents are from Oklahoma. My dad was born and raised in Tulsa, and my mom moved a lot between Oklahoma and Texas, but she spent most of her time in Oklahoma. And one of the places she lived was Beaver. That was actually where my uncle was born. And I saw Sierra, I saw your comment, and I was like, I didn't know that from Wikipedia. Like, that's just something, my mom told me because she lived there. And then I looked it up on Wikipedia, and lo and behold, it says, nickname, ketchup throwing capital of the world. And the city is host. This is the Wikipedia page. The city is host to the annual World Cow Chip Throwing Championship. Held in April, cow chip brings attention from nearby cities with a parade, carnival, and cow chip throwing.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all, welcome to the Panhandle of Oklahoma. It is a wonderful place. Let me tell you, I love Oklahoma so much, but I love it. I really do love it. It's fantastic. So it's on the Wikipedia page. I just always grew up knowing that fact, but it's on Wikipedia.
I love that.
Y'all, Oklahoma is not as weird as it seems. It's actually a very lovely state. Please go visit
I
it.
believe you. No, I believe you. And then Charlotte got 600 words. That is awesome. Congratulations. Barbarella, I've been thinking of doing some nano recording over on my channel. I've not figured out how to record or live video. I had to actually look up a YouTube video about how to use StreamYard, which is, where's the icon? Oh, the icon's over there. That side of the screen, I think.
Okay.
And that's the
right here, or it can be over there, or it can be that way.
Yeah. It's over there. That's the program that I use to live stream through. But I had to look up a tutorial on YouTube about how to do it. And there's some pretty good ones, I think, that explain it pretty well.
And there are other softwares. I will add, piggyback off of what Helene said. There are other softwares, but personally, I would not waste my time. If you want to do writing live streams, the best one is StreamYard. There's like Streamlab, OBS. There's a couple of other ones. I know, like, you can do Twitch too, but I know nothing about Twitch. But if you were, but my personal opinion is StreamYard for what we do, because of course there are other ones, and feel free, of course, obviously, to try them. But I say save yourself the time and then research StreamYard.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah.
For one to visit a place less in my life.
Okay. So, here's the thing with Oklahoma. I know it looks scary. I know it sounds scary, especially because you got tornadoes and all that jazz. But there's actually a lot of really, really beautiful places in Oklahoma. Like, Tulsa has a phenomenal downtown. It is when you go to the right parts, it's a very beautiful city. Always go to the right parts. My favorite area is actually outside of Tulsa. It's called Broken Arrow, and there's a lot of just these really cute shops. It's like real, like American small town feel. It's very, very sweet. I love Broken Arrow. Tahlequah is the capital of the Cherokee Nation of the Western Band. So if you go to Tahlequah, you get to go see a bunch of like museums. There's got a lot about Cherokee history, Native American history. They got a lot about why, how they ended up in Oklahoma. And it's a very fascinating place. They've got like, the replicas and everything of like a traditional Cherokee village. And then you got Oklahoma City, which is like all the museums. And don't go to Moore because Moore always gets hit with F5s. I'm sorry to everybody in Moore. I don't know why the tornadoes love your city so much. Norman is the home of my favorite college football team, the Oklahoma Sooners. Absolutely love them. Boomer Sooner for anybody out there who's a Sooner fan. And the Panhandle too. There's a lot of horseback riding. There's hiking. There's a lot to do in Oklahoma. So don't be scared of Oklahoma because it's actually a very, very wonderful state. And I have ranted long enough about Oklahoma, so I'm going to shut up. But I do really recommend traveling there and seeing it because there is a lot.
For sure.
I should just go for a tourism thing in Oklahoma.
I was gonna say I want to go there now. I mean, I low key wanted to go there before just for the cow chip.
They've got barrel
Hannah girl, so I was like, yeah, it's like hope.
I would do the cow chip throwing. I really would. I don't do you throw. I wonder if you throw it like a frisbee or if you like.
I bet you would.
I'd
I
imagine
would throw like a frisbee.
Yeah, if it's flat, I feel like I'd do it. But then again, I grew up with
Get a
parents.
baseball bat.
So that's yeah. See, my parents are from Oklahoma, so I grew up like, oh, this is normal. Like this is how normal people are. They throw cow chips. and they're calm in the face of tornadoes. Like this is just a normal human thing. Apparently not.
Barbara says my daughter lives in Oklahoma. Oh, nice.
Where in Oklahoma, if I may ask? I always ask that. Every time I see someone from Oklahoma, I'm like, where are you from? Even though I'm not from Oklahoma, it's just like that thing my parents have like ingrained in my mind where it's like I see that and I'm like, oh, where?
There, I'll add it to the maybe pile, Matt.
Yeah,
There we go.
There is actually a lot in Oklahoma. I do recommend going to Oklahoma.
And Alice, yes, thank you, Alice.
Yes.
I love you, Alice.
So I like a cool down sprint. Yeah, let's take a vote for Alice. Thank you.
The Dumbledore clap.
What do you guys feel about doing maybe a 10-minute sprint since we have been talking for a while? And I know we're going to do a very early morning sprint, like morning live stream tomorrow. Do you guys want to do a 10-minute sprint? That way we have time to kind of say some final things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a question.
Can we do 10:01
I'm good with 10:01.
or 10:10?
That extra second.
That 1 second. It could mean a world of difference.
All right. Oh, and then Barbara said the city.
Oh,
in
no,
answer to your question, right?
nice. If you ever go visit her, go to the Gilcrease Museum. If you like Western and like cowboy history, go to the Gilcrease Museum. They've got some of the best Western art and bronze statues and everything there. It's really cool. I'm gonna stop talking about Oklahoma because y'all are gonna make me want to go now. But check out Gilcrease, and their cafeteria actually isn't that bad. If you want real comfort food, y'all go to Oklahoma.
Not that far from Emmett.
I'm actually not sure how you spell that one, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think it looks like I'm done in the comments. So if you guys are ready, did I freeze again? Ah!
Dang it.
I was like, it got really quiet over there.
It was perfect. It was
Us three are going to do
tomorrow
the same,
morning.
sweetie.
we're so rude.
We are going to do the same level of nonsense. What you see is what you get.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Okay.
I will say, I can't wait to see you too, Sierra. That's so sweet.
Yes. All right. Maddie, are you okay with doing the split screen again?
I am. Let me. What did we decide? 10:01.
10:01.
We need that
Let's do
extra
that.
second, girl. Come on now.
Just that one extra second.
Yeah.
All right.
So important. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Y'all ready?
Ready?
1, 3, 2, 1.
Yay.
did you guys do for that one?
Good. I finished the thumbnail for the thing. I created a playlist for the thing.
I love it.
So we're slowly but surely getting there. That's what I had. It was only 10 minutes and 1 second.
That 1 second is everything, remember?
Yes. And I gave it my all.
That's what matters. That's what matters
That's
here.
what matters.
Good job.
That whole
Well
second.
done.
Thank you, Helene.
I didn't do a whole lot of anything. I kind of just, I did set all my timers for tomorrow morning because I have a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. So I have timers for everything. And I set several timers, especially when I do these morning sprints, these morning live streams, because I'm always paranoid that I'm going to sleep through one or my phone's going to be dead or something. And so I have several timers set. So I will be awake. I may not be mentally awake, but I will be physically awake
You'll be
for
here.
that.
Be present.
Yes.
Right.
Maybe not mentally present.
Yes. Physically sitting in the
Yeah.
seat.
So I just did more of my brain dump. I just like how pretty it
Oh,
is.
wow.
So it's actually like there's a lot more in my mind than I thought there was. And then I'm starting to sort it now, just kind of figuring out where things are going to go. But I was really nervous with this idea because I was like, I'm basing it all off of like just a single scene that I got in my head. So the fact that there's finally a story evolving around that single scene is making me very happy. And Salem is looking at the fish with interest, so I'm keeping an eye on her.
I love it. That's awesome, Maddie. And I love the journal.
Yes.
It's working out really well, surprisingly.
Yes.
I have so many journals. I need to like fill it with writerly stuff. I just have never gotten around to doing that. You're inspiring me. You're inspiring me.
Oh, yay. I've actually been playing around with the idea of doing like making like little worksheets and like doing like the colors and everything, but like doing worksheets and then scanning like a copy of them and putting them up like either on my website or somewhere for people if they want to use them to like, I mean, obviously they're going to look a lot better than this nonsense, but it was just something I was playing around with. So if anyone is interested in maybe having like a worksheet or something, let me know, because I will happily formulate a couple because I find them extremely useful. So.
Oh, I would be very interested. Let me know if you ever do that.
For sure.
And Alice got, sorry.
Oh, no, I was agreeing all the way.
I was going to say Alice got 201 for the outline of the nano novel. Yes.
That's awesome.
83 words. Awesome, awesome. Yes, I love the clap.
The round of applause.
Done planning for Nano for now and 76 words of the novella. Yay.
Nice.
Got a little cold.
New Egypt is an island that has sand and oasis pyramids and ancient Egyptian structures used to house the royal Magi line and the council. Ooh. I like that.
That's cool.
Are you sure it isn't a high priest named Imhotep who this is for anybody who's seen The Mummy. I love The Mummy.
I was going to say, I'm so lost. I was like, is she citing something from history? Because I was like, yeah, history.
No, I'm saying something from a stupid B Hollywood movie. It's a fantastic film, though. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. It's great for the shiggles if you watch things for the shiggles.
Yes. Albert said, thank you guys so much for having these sprints. I'll try to make it tomorrow morning. Yay! I'm excited to see you.
For sure.
Fair warning, I'm an early bird, but just not that much of an early bird. So the energy is going to be way down here for a while till my coffee kicks in. But
I feel
fair
that.
warning. Barbarella, few temples and villages. Ooh. I love that setting.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
This is like really well thought out. This is more work than I do the first time around.
Ooh.
You said sand devils, and my first thought was the Tasmanian devil from Looney.
Just like little sandstorms, like little sand clouds.
Like a little grumbling, like babbling tornado.
That would actually be kind of cool, like kind of a scary element, just like random little tornadoes like attacking you. That might be kind of scary if there was like a lot of them. Such a fun night with you all. See you in the morning. Yes.
The chaos continues.
Yes. Oh, for sure. It never ends.
No.
Never.
No.
Right, well, I think I'm all caught up with the comments. Do you guys have any final words you'd like to say?
See you in the morning.
Yeah.
Thank you for hosting, and we'll see you in the morning.
Yes, it's always a joy. I love y'all so much.
I know. I've missed y'all so much. It's crazy. We need to do this more often, y'all.
Yes.
I know.
It's a must.
Yes, and also I have linked, wait, this way. I have linked these guys' YouTube channels and their social medias down below. I almost went up. I'm like, no, it's not mirrored like that. Down below in the description. It should all be down there. So make sure you subscribe and check out all of their lovely social media pages. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.